Hello friendly faces, this week we're going to have a look at making a planting plan for some newly created raised beds that are in a shady spot in a north facing garden. The first thing to do is measure the beds and have an assessment of the site, see what there is, and here we got a nice backdrop of cherry laurel with a line of white birch trees, and we need to find which way are north and south. The main part of the site visit is making a rough sketch of the beds and then adding the measurements. Now, as you can see from the sketch, the plan of the beds won't all fit onto one sheet of A4 paper, but the middle of the beds are where the two black lines are in the middle, and these beds at the bottom just join onto the left hand side here. It will mirror the planting at the other end. To get an accurate drawing of the beds, we're going to need some graph paper, a set of pencils, a scale ruler like this one, which is triangular and is marked off in different scales, and also we're going to need a cheap trigonometry set with a compass and some set squares. So to begin, we're going to need to get a datum or a starting point, so that's going to be the first triangular bed. So what we'll do is get the right angled set square, and then we're going to draw a right angled triangle. So there's the right angle drawn. Next we're going to get the set square, and we're going to use a scale of 1 to 50, which means that 2 centimeters on the plan equals 1 meter in real life. And then we transfer the measurements from the sketch onto the plan, trying to be as accurate as possible. And this is going to show us what our first bed's going to look like. Sometimes what looks obvious out on the ground can look completely different on the plan, although this is a right angled triangle, so it shouldn't be too different. So that's the first part drawn. What I'll do now is draw the rest and then come back. So here's the beds all drawn to scale, and the next thing to do is to work out a planting plan, which is the interesting bit. So here's the planting plan. I haven't used too many plants, I've only used 14, but what they do, they repeat all the way along. So the first plant is a shrub, Hydrangea Zebra. It's in the 2 triangular beds and the 2 square beds, and it's called Zebra because it has nice white flowers and black stems, and it flowers from June to October. So plant number 2 is another shrub. It's called Sarcoca Purple Stem. It's an evergreen, and it's in the 3 long beds, and as the name suggests, it has purple stems, and it's got really strongly scented white flowers from December to March. Number 3 on the plan is Tiarella Spring Symphony, and this has nice pink and white spiky flowers from May to July. Number 4 is Brunera Jack Frost. This has small blue flowers from April to June, but it's mainly grown for its green and white leaves, as you can see. This picture shows Tiarella and Brunera look when they're planted together. Number 5 is one of the biggest hostas, Hosta Sibaldiana Blue Giant. Again, it's grown for its foliage, which has a blue tinge, turning yellow in autumn, and it does have flower spikes of pale blue from June to July. Number 7 is Pulmonaria Trevi Fountain. This is used as underplanting for the hydrangea in the triangular beds. It has silver spotted leaves and blue flowers from March to May. Plant number 7 is Heucherella Solar Eclipse, again mainly grown for its foliage, although it does have small white flowers from May to July. Number 8 is an ornamental fern, the shield fern. Plant number 9, Helleborus, is a mainstay of early spring, flowering from February to April. Liriope has a nice purpley spiky flower, and it flowers from August to November and does really well in deep shade. Number 11, Polygonatum, flowers from May to June and has nice white green bell-shaped flowers hanging down below the stems. Another plant with hanging flowers is number 12, Dicentra formosa, and this flowers from April to May. Number 13 is Epimedium Frohleiten. This has heart-shaped bronze green leaves and yellow flowers from April to May. The last plant, number 14, Pachycandra terminalis, is used as a ground cover plant under the hydrangeas in the square beds, but it can also be used in the other beds to cover up any bare areas. Flowers from May to June. Lastly, all the beds have some snowdrops or daffodils in them. Hope it's given you some ideas, and thanks for watching. See you next week. Bye.